Hello Hoopers, Roro here from Project Hoop, and I'm uploading these videos that I originally taught as online classes during COVID-19. I'm sure you can appreciate that the quality of them is not amazing, but it's not about that. It's about making hula hoop accessible to anybody and everybody who would like to learn. So I hope you enjoy these videos and happy hooping. Bye bye. The way I'm going to start this is I'm going to start with 2 hoops to begin with. Okay. And what we're going to go over is, let me just admit, and if you see me coming down here, I'm letting someone in. There we go. Hello, Jenny. Hello, Jenny. Are you there? Hello, Jenny. Has to start video, and then I'm going to mute you all, and I'll crack on. So, waiting. Hello, Jenny. Hi.
Hello. I'm just walking to get my hoops.
Yay! Run! No, I'm joking. Okay, I'm going to make a start, so I'm going to mute everybody, okay? And then, just like I do normally, I'll then come over and be like, are there any questions? Or if you come to the screen and be like, yo, I don't know what's going on, then I will come and help you, all right? So, you're all going to go into the silent mode. Faburini. Okay, so it's a 4-hoop trick, and we can sub-hoops as we need them, all right? So I'm going to start with 2 hoops. And the first thing we're going to drill is the arm part of the box split. So a box split is called a box split because there are 4 points. Okay, so you've got your arm. This is my right arm. The one with the tattoo is my right arm. So you've got your right arm, your left arm, okay, your right leg, and your left leg. And when all of these things are out, basically it makes a box. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're all the sides of the box. So we're going to be looking at these 2. So I'm going to start with my right hand lasso, okay, is out to the side, and my left hand lasso is up above my head, okay, and I'm always holding them when they're above my head like I'm a superhero with a cape, all right, so the cape is always behind me. It's not in front of me because if I was a superhero and I was flying through the sky and my cape was here, I would not be able to see what I was doing. So one is here and one is here. So, nice and strong, holding your hand right above your head. Big swing out. Alright? Then with the one to my right, I'm going to give it a swing downwards. And the one on my right hand is going anti-clockwise. Okay, so 1 hoop anti-clockwise. The hoop on my right hand is anti-clockwise. And the hoop on my left hand is going to the left. Okay, quickly have a little look. Yeah, anti-clockwise, right. Hoop above. The hoop above, yes, the hoop above. What are we saying about the hoop above? Andrea, I can hear you.
Yeah. Oh, okay, you can hear me.
Yeah.
No, but I'm just wondering, you answered my question, you said to the left, but what if we're used to doing the exact opposite of that, having the right hand go back and the other one go the other way? Is that okay?
Then you do that, yeah?
Okay,
so,
all right, thanks.
What we're going to come down to in a second is which leg is your flyer, okay? And by flyer, I mean the leg that you put in the air. Okay, so if your flyer is your left leg, which mine is, because I spin to the left, so I'm very left dominated, I'm right-handed, yeah? So it's my left leg, so I wouldn't be able to have that one out, because it just wouldn't work. So I have my left arm in the air, left leg out. If you have your right leg out, okay, then you're going to have your right one in the air, and your left one to the side. Okay? Okay, Jenny. Okie dokie. So we're up here. So around it goes, and around it goes. And you want your arms to be straight. Okay, so I'll demo with smaller hoops so you can see me on the screen. red one is in my right hand. So my arm is nice and straight. The silver one is in my left. And then the right one is going anti-clockwise. And you want to be in a nice like L shape. Okay, very good. Good control. That's the easy bit. Well done, folks. Okay, when you're doing this as well, you want to keep your arm as close to your head as possible. Now, I suffer from naughty arm syndrome. So when I do split in 5 and I have 2 up here, my arm will always try and drift over here. And you've just got to pull it back here as much as possible. So your arm is nice and tight, up nice and straight. Okay, and your hoops are swinging straight. So they're not going slant or an angle. Okay, so back to this one, nice and straight. This one, nice and straight. Okay, it's on my hand. Bravo. Well done. Okay, so that's the easy part. We're now going to look at the other 2 parts. So there's the leg and there is the foot hooping. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to start with the foot and then we're going to talk about the leg and then we're going to talk about putting those 2 together. Okay, so if you're not very well balanced, then you can find yourself a wall or something to lean on. Okay, that will help you. And the part of your foot that you're going to have your hoop on, I'm just going to bring this down ever so slightly, so you can see my foot, is this part. Okay, so I've drawn a little line so you can see. This is where the hoop is going to go when we do our box split, okay? So it's really important that you know that you're not putting it on your toes, okay? You're not putting it on your ankle, you're not putting it here, you're putting it just on that part of your foot just before where your toes start, okay? Fab. So, let's start with the foot hooping. So, the way we're going to do it, I'm going to be putting my hoop on with my left hand, okay, because my left leg is going to be my flyer, so it makes sense, okay? If your right leg is your flyer, then you're going to be using your right hand, okay? So to start with, just to get a little bit of a feel for it, I'm going to start my hoop, and it's just swinging in front of me just for the purpose of demonstration, and I'm going to try it this side, okay? And I'm going to bring my hand to my foot and my foot to my hand. So the first thing we're going to do is just practice. Just bring this down. Sorry, having to readjust. So you're not going to see my face and you don't need to. So the first thing we're going to practice is we're just going to stand on one leg. Okay, standing on one leg. And we're not falling all over the place. Brilliant. Now, spinning the hoop on the hand that is on the same side as your flyer, we're going to put our foot into the hoop. And when we do, we're going to transfer it. So I'm going to bring my foot up and I'm going to put the hoop onto my foot. And then I'm just going to stand and push with my foot in front of me. Okay, and I'm pushing on that part that I talked about. Good, very good. All right. So just bringing your foot in. Very nice, Andrea. Good control. Okay. So when you do it, you're looking for the gap. And when you see that gap, you put your foot underneath and you transfer. So I'll show you again. Just let Jenny in. Here we go. So it's swinging. Hello, Jenny. And we're looking for the gap at the bottom. Now, 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 and that's where I'm going to put my foot in. Hi, Jen. So it's swinging in my left arm because my left leg is going to be my flyer. Okay, so it's on my left hand. And I'm going to bring my foot up and bringing it to where the gap is. And as I've already demonstrated, the part of your foot that it's going to go on is this part here where I've drawn this band. Okay, so just before your toes start. Okay, not on your leg, not on your ankle. So it's swinging, and it's swinging clockwise, and I'm going to stand on one leg nice and balanced, and I'm just going to put my foot in to the gap at the bottom and transfer. and then push, nice and balanced, no drama. Wicked, very good. So like I said, if you are struggling with balance, take a little lean on something. Okay, make sure you're not leaning on the side that you're going to be using your leg out on though, yeah? So leaning, and we're here. Okay, and it's nice and controlled. Okay, good. So I'm just going to spot people. And if you have got the hang of that, then you can just practice going in. Ooh, hello. You can try and move it around a bit. You can take it out to the side and then bring it back to the front. So it's at the front, and then I'm out at the side, and then I'm back to the front. Okay, so I'm just going to spot people whilst you play with that. So that's good, Fiona, good. Yeah, that's good. What are you panicking about? That's good, Andrea. It looks a little high up on that foot though. So go for that little band just before where your toes begin. Okay, that's good, Becky. Very good. Okay. Just looking to make sure your leg's as straight as you can make it, because if you've got this kink in your leg, what will happen is the hoop will start to buckle and it will start to ricochet towards that part. Alright? Jenny, you all good? Yeah, she's all good. Alright. Good. Nice. Nice, nice. And you're just pushing your foot. So it's the same when you like do a double lasso and you've got this mechanism going. Okay, so you're just pushing your foot on that point of contact into the hoop every time it comes around. Okay? Yeah? Nice, that's it. Nice, straighten that leg out. That's it, that's it. Don't be afraid. And when you're doing it, one of the things you can do that you can get away with at the minute is you can kind of hold your leg up if you need to. Andrea, that is beautiful. Yeah? So you can put if you're struggling, so you can be like, oh, I'm gonna hold my leg. Yeah, so you can hold the back of your leg if you are struggling with your balance. Okay? It's totally up to you. Alright? That's it. So I'm putting it on from the side now. So I was discussing at the front. I can see some of you just gone with that. I was just doing it as a build-up. So it's at the side. It's spinning. And bear in mind, when you've got something on your knees, you're going to have something going around here. So you can't have the hoop too low because it's going to crash into that. So again, you're going to be standing on one leg. And when I do my one leg out, I go up. So I keep my leg parallel to where my shoulders are. And then I go out. Okay, opening up your hip. Okay, if you go out like this, you have more chance of kind of everything kind of smashing together. So it's here, my knee comes up, I'm going to open this hip up, and I'm going to put my foot into the hoop. So I'm looking for that gap at the bottom, and there it goes. Okay, and it's out, and I'm pushing into it as it spins. Lovely, that's it, and then bringing it back in. I'm putting my hand in and just taking it off. Okay. Let's have a little look-see. Lovely. Jenny, that looks pretty high up. Nearly. So let's go for that little area just above where our toes is. Yeah? Let's try that. Okay, so I'm going to do this with you guys, and whilst I'm doing it, I am looking at you, don't worry. Nice. So up and open. Okay, nice opening on your hip. So it's spinning, and then I'm in, one leg, nice up, nice and calm, because I'm going to have lots of stuff going on, so I need it to be nice and calm. Okay, and then I'm in, and I am out, and I am pushing forwards. Okay. So I'm looking, don't worry, I know you can't see my face, I am still here. There we go. And then I bring it forwards, take my arm in and take it off. Okay. Jenny, that's good. Nice and straight. That's it. Nice. Good. Good control. So look, Becca. Yeah, you go. That's good. Well done. Fiona. Yeah. Your trousers, you always choose the worst trousers, I've got to say, because they're like going to flap into it and everything. Andrea, let's take a look. I know you've got it. I've seen you. That's it. And just remember, knee up, open your hip out. Nice, beautiful. No one needs to tell you to point your toes. That's it. That's nice. And then hook it back off. Yeah. Well done. Okay. We're off to a flying start. Right, let's talk about the legs. Because we're going to have to get 1 foot out. Okay? So we're going to look at that part now. These are 31 inches. So depending on how confident you are with your leg, knee hooping, whatever you want to call it, it's going to depend on how you're going to start this trick. All right? So if you're not very confident, then what you're going to do is you're going to bend over. You're going to take it to that point, which we know is just above where our kneecaps begin. It's in that kind of knee cleavage at the back, or whatever you want to call it. You make sure that it's nice and straight. It's not like this, not like that. Okay, you're going to give it a nice push. Okay, remember you're bending over your top half. We're not bent over like this. Okay, so bending over our top half, and then we're going to give it a push onto our knees, and we are pushing our knees into the hoop every time it spins around. Okay, around. Okay, gonna have a look. I've got to run to put shorts on. Okay, Jenny. My eyesight is good. Yeah? So we're here. Good. Alright, so if we're struggling with that, we're just going to play with that. Now, Jenny's putting shorts on because if you've got skin contact, it does make it easier. Alright? Also, if you've got baggy trousers, Fiona, it might be a little bit more difficult. Okay, very good with the knee hoop in there. Cool. Yep, Fiona. Yeah, you got it. Bravo. Okay, and let's have a look at JJ. Okay, good. All right. Okay, and Becca has gone to get shorts, I infer. So, nice big push. Here it is. And then what we're going to be looking for is the gap. Okay, so the gap that swings out onto this side. Now. So the gap is when the hoop comes to here. Okay, this is when you are going to make your move. Okay, well done, Becca. Pulsating. Remember, you're pulsating and you're pushing forwards. Okay. Everything is nice and straight up top, and everything is facing the same direction. No twists. Well done. Well done. Okay, so looking for the gap. And then when we see the gap, what we're going to do is we're going to take out one leg. So, out comes my left. There she is. Okay? And then we're stood on the one leg, and we are pushing forwards, making sure that we are balanced. Okay? Nothing is going crazy. Nothing is going nuts. That's good, Becca. Okay, Andrea, bossed it. Jenny, bossed it. Let's have a look. Fiona, yes, keep pushing. Okay, so there are lots of different ways you can go into this. I like to go in from just a leg break. So I like to start it like that. So I can explain the leg break as well. So with the leg break, if you've got your hoop, okay, however you want to drag it forward or just grab it from the bottom with your leg. And I'm going to bring it up to where my knees are, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to push forward with my left knee and then back, forward, back, okay? So I push forward, and then I push up. So the last push that pushes back is the one that gives it the whoosh as it goes, okay? So knees, you're going to be here. You're going to make sure you're not in a wedgie position. So a wedgie position is here. Okay, so we're not going for that. No. We're going to relax it, let it drop down a little bit. And it's going to be at that part just above where our knees are. Now look, if you have got these lovely little white stripes here. So you can see that. Okay, so this is my left leg. Left leg pushes forward. Okay, pushes back. So you can use your right as well. But remember, you're pushing forward. You're not swinging side to side. We are not doing a wedgie. So forward, back, forward, back. Nice, nearly. Okay, show you from this side. So here, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, push. Okay, so your last push back, 1, 2, 1, back, is the one that's going to send it around that one leg. So a demo from the back, the other side, and then I'm going to have a look at you guys. Okay, so it's here. Forward, back, okay, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. And when I'm ready, I'm just going to push back. Okay, so it's spinning around on my right leg. Okay, and again, so from this side, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. And when I'm ready, push back onto that one. Okay. Questions? Give me questions. Unmuted. Speak.
Yeah. Can you show again how you picked up your hoop with your right foot off of the floor for that break?
Yeah, so there's lots of ways. So you can I can pull it up onto, so I'll show you a few variations. I'm just going to alter my camera so you've got a better view of my floor. There we go. So there are lots of ways that you can do this. You can either pull, so I'm pulling the hoop with my right foot over onto my left foot. Okay, so it's on the floor. This is my right. Okay, so my right foot goes on top. I drag the hoop. I drag it on to my left foot. Okay, I then step in with my right foot. Okay, I then bring it up to that point. Okay, and then forward, back, push. Yeah, nearly. And you've got to give it like the biggest of pushes when you push it back, because you want it to keep on spinning. And as soon as you do, you've got to start pushing with your knee, with your leg, making sure that it's nice and strong. Alright? Okay. Good. Yeah. Another variation of how you can get into this. So you can have it on so it's on my left leg. Okay, and I'm just balancing the hoop, just letting it swing. So it's all to do with where your leg is. Where you put on the weight, the hoop will start to move. 1. Okay, and I can step in. Oh, that didn't work quite well. So I can step around and step. What I'm going for. Sorry, I didn't think about showing this one. So I can push it around. Around. So you're supposed to go around and in. So I'll try and not make that messy. So it's on my right, it's on my left leg. Okay, I'm pushing points of contact. Okay, and I can put my right leg on the other side and open, and it will go around, your other leg. So as it's going around, if you open your leg up into it, there we go, and then you can kick off that way. Okay, so I'll show that again. I didn't plan on showing that, so I haven't practiced it. So it's open, it's coming around, it's going to come into the middle, it's going to climb over, and I'm going to put my leg in, and there we go. Okay. There's another little variation on that one, if I can pull it off without practicing it for so long, is having your foot sit, so you just go straight around and in. Okay, and with that one, you are looking to have your foot on the outside of the hoop, so that it's leaning on my left foot and it's leaning on my left leg, and my left foot, is sticking out underneath, and I'm going to push. Okay, so as I push it, spins around onto the right, and then I'm into that maneuver. Okay, so a bit of like leg balance is quite nice for it. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Yeah, so it's out and you go, that's too far. So it's there. You're going to go push, right? There. Okay. Now nearly. So lots of so there are lots of different ways you can get into it. It's totally up to you. So I'm just giving that as like differentiation if you want something, you know, fancy. Or you can also go for the wedgie onto it. So if you sent it over, there you go. Sorry, sent it over. Hey, I'm going to go from this way. Send it, and you can go over. I'm not doing very well. Over and then in that way for the wedgie. Okay, so where you'd normally go in for your wedgie, so you'd normally go and then in for this. You can just step in and go straight there. Okay. Just variations. And a little bit sloppy as I have not practiced. Okay. So we've got the one leg out, yeah? Okay, we've got the different ways of getting in, and we've got the one leg out. So with the one leg out, what we're going to do is we're going to try and stick it out to the side, okay, and have it nice and pointy. Okay, so depending on which one is your flyer, is going to be which one is going to stick out. So I'm going to go with my left and keep my right leg in. Okay, so I'm out and I'm pushing. Okay, nice and controlled. And I can open my arms up as well. Da-da-da. Nice and controlled. Okay, and I can come back down and go back in. Okay. Good. Okay, so just spotting. Nearly. Jenny, you're totally going to get it. You're going to get it. Push, push, push. And then big kick off on it. Yeah, nearly. Keep the leg that you're keeping it on really straight. Nice. Good. Mm-hmm. That's it. Yeah, so it's on the floor. Just going to drag it up. That's it. Nice. And it's something like I like that kind of start because like kick starts and stuff, like if you're on grass or something like that, they are just horrible. Okay, so let's take the 1 foot and the knee. Okay, so if you want to use smaller hoops, because of your space, you can. So I'm going to demo this with these. So this one is a 28 and this one is a 31. And then I'm going to demo it with just the 31s. Okay, so just to show you that is how you do it. Okay, so I'm here. I'm going to start it. Okay, the hoop is spinning on my knees. Okay. And I'm taking my hand, as we discussed, and my other hoop is spinning, and I'm going to take my foot out, and I'm going to put my foot into that hoop. So up I come. Nice and tidy, no nonsense, I'm not flailing. I'm looking for the gap. I'm going to transfer onto my foot, and I'm pushing forwards, and I've got the first part of my box split. Okay, so nice and straight, and I'm pushing. The hoop is on that area that we discussed. Okay, and I'm pulsating here, and I'm pushing with my foot. Okay. Whoop, nearly. Nice recovery. Good. Okay, nice. That's good, Andrea. Well done. Yeah, well done. Oh, it's come down. Okay, that's okay. So we've just got to remember we've got to be really strong with that and really pushing into it. Every time we feel the hoop, we're doing that pulsation with the top of our knees. So I'm going to spot you again, and I'm going to come and do it. Okay, out we go. Keep pushing. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. That's it. Okay, yeah. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Don't stop. Okay, that's it. That's good. Okay, I think maybe one of the things that's happening, I think you might be twisting your legs slightly. So maybe that's why when you then put your other one up, it kind of wants to reset. All right, so make sure that you're just keeping that one leg really straight and you're really pushing into the hoop as it's coming around on this area. Okay, so I'll come back in a moment. So let's have a look back at, let's go, let's see. So yeah, starting it with a 1. There we go. Good. Okay, that's good. So my thing I'd say to you, that's good. Good. She's up. That's cool. Keep pushing, keep nice and straight. That's it. And it's gone. Okay, it's alright. Try when you start it. So if we're going for the push-off on the one leg, if we're going from the push-off on our legs as opposed to a kickstart, what I would like you to try doing, Becca, is hold one hoop in your left hand and one hoop in your right hand. Okay, step in one of them. Hold it next to your leg. Hold it next to your leg. Yep, nice and straight. So hold one out of the way. This is out of the way. Okay, and then give that one a push. And then just get with where you're supposed to be here. That's it. Yeah, there you got it. And make sure you're nice and straight. It looks like your knees are quite bent when you're doing it. Okay, so nice and strong. Remember, it's a pulsation, okay? So it's a push. Yeah, it's not a bend. It's not a bounce. We're not doing hip-hop. It's just a nice push into it as it happens. Okay, and everything is nice and straight up above. There are no twists. You get it. Okay, Fiona. How are we doing? There we go. It's good. Okay, keep pushing. No, it's fine. Okay, so we just got to keep on pushing. Andrea, that's good as well. Push forward with the one that is on the one knee. So remember, as soon as you come, that's it. So have another go. Push. That's it. Get comfy with it on your knees. Okay, let's get that leg out. Yes, and keep pushing. Okay, so I think you're doing the whole it's that, isn't it? Pat your head and rub your tummy, that thing. I think you're having that moment where you're because you're putting it onto your foot, you're then going to freeze. And you don't want to freeze. You want to keep on going. Let's have a look, Jenny. Nice. Good. Get this party started. There we go. All right. Cheers up. And whoop. Cool. Okay. And nearly. Okay. That was good. But what we're going to look at is when we have it going here. So I'm just going to get rid of this 28. And put my big girl pants on, my fighting top. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that when it's going around on my knees, okay, like I said, when we take this leg out, we need to do ourselves a favour. So we don't want our arm to be up here because our foot's over here, okay? So we want to lower this for starters. So I'm going to come up. See, I come up and it's nice and tidy. It's in front of me. This one is spinning, okay? And then I'm going to take my foot over to my hand and my hand to my foot. So I'm in. Okay, and I'm pushing forwards. Okay. So you need to really, really stretch. Yes, Andrea. Hi. Hold on. Let me unmute you. Hello.
Me again.
Hi.
For some reason, although I do my knee hoop counterclockwise, which I think is what you do.
I go to the left.
Yeah, doing it to the left.
Uh-huh.
All three other things, my foot and both hands, I spin the opposite direction to you.
Okay.
That's what I just kind of want to do. is that okay, or am I somehow making it hard for myself?
Let me just put myself in your situation. Okay, so we are. So your leg is going which way?
I have everything that you do. It spins to the left.
Yep.
Like that. But then everything else, I have the hoop spinning backwards when you said forwards, and I put this one backwards when you said forwards, and I put this one also a different way.
Okay.
So,
yeah, so the one on, let me just break this down.
mm-hmm.
So the one on my knees is going to the left. Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Then the one on my foot, my left foot, the hoop is spinning, so it's going forwards.
Yeah, that's what I find tricky.
Okay. Going backwards, I think might be a bit tricky. Yeah, it goes forwards. Okay. That's it. There we go. Yeah, and then just bring it back. And it's on. There we go. And then the one in my right hand is going anti-clockwise. And then, hello, there's my ceiling. And then my left hand is going to the left. So the ones that are on, you can go anti-clockwise or clockwise on your right hand. It's up to you. I find going anti-clockwise is best. But basically, the one on your above your head and the one on your knee are going in the same direction.
The important thing is that both the head and the knee is the same.
Yeah, have them going in the same direction, and then the ones on the other side. I mean, I always swing back on that one.
Okay.
Okay?
Thanks. Great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's have a look. Any questions? Okay. What are our the things that aren't working? Let's get them ironed out. What have we got? Jenny.
Well, I think I have a hard time keeping the hoop going. Once I start hooping with it in my hand, I have a hard time keeping it going on my knees. I think it's just a mental thing. Like, the hoops are spinning in different time.
Yeah.
And it's just hard for my brain.
Yeah, that's all like totally, these are all like totally normal things. So when we know, that's the good thing about it, because we know this is a totally normal thing that a lot of people get, we know that it's something that we can correct it easily because everybody goes through it. If you were having something where it was like some mad shit, then it'd be like, okay, that might be slightly more difficult to tackle. But we can tackle that just by drilling it. So let's do some drills. Okay, so if you try a smaller hoop to practice putting it on your foot.
Well, these are the only hoops I have with me right now. But.
Okay. Well, then we work with what we got. All right. So we'll go with the knee. Okay. That's it. And we're going to keep ourselves nice and straight. Okay, so not too much of a bend. Cool. All right. So we're going to take the one leg out first. And when you bring it, try and do it so you're keeping it in this area. So just bring it up like, because you're going to open that hip out and you're going to open it to the side. Okay, I'm just going to move further over here because I have a wall right there. Okay, so there we go. Cool. So this leg's going to come up. Okay, it's here. A nice push. Okay, so let's practice getting to there. That's it. Cool. Okay, look at how you're holding your hoop. Look how I'm holding mine. Okay, and then swing it forwards. Okay, and we're going to take it. So take the foot out and we're going to put it on to the foot. Okay. So I'm going to talk you through it. Yeah? So that's it. You're holding it better. That's good. That's good. A nice gap. Okay. Pushy, pushy. That's it. Nice. Good. Okay, good. That's it. Control. There we go. So let's open that leg out and put that hoop onto that foot. Okay, it's okay. That's it. Yes, yes, yes. Nearly. Okay, so when we're opening that leg out, so here, spinny, spinny, spinny. So I bring this leg up, okay, and when I'm opening it out, and this is spinning, I put it on as it spins down. So that when the hoop, I'm just get rid of this. So from this direction, when the hoop bottom is here, now, okay, so when this part is coming down, that's when I put my foot in. So it's spinning, okay, and there. Okay, so I take it from the bottom. Okay, so this point, I put it onto the foot. Okay, so spinning, 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 there. Whoop, and I'm pushing out. Okay, yeah, that went through nearly. Okay, and you're going to be here, and then it's going to come out, and it's just going to make contact with that bottom. That's good, that's good, that's good. Yeah, let's do that again. Okay, so it's spinning. We're looking at this bottom bit, and it's just going to make contact with the bottom and take it outwards. Push, push, push. Okay. Nearly. That's it, that's it, that's it. Yes! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bring it back, nice and calm, nice and calm. Take it off. There we go, we've done it. Let's do it again. 3 times and it's yours. There we go. Keep that gap. Nice and, there we go. Yeah, yeah, there we go. That's it. Push, push, push. And back off. And then when we put it in, just really push your foot, really point your foot, really push into it. Okay. I'm going to spot you all in a moment. Yeah, nearly. It's okay. That's it. Push it out as far as you can. Yes! Absolutely perfect. Perfect 10. And that's what you want to do. As soon as you make that contact, you want to push out as far as you can. And that will keep it nice and straight. It will keep your leg nice and straight. It will keep it far away from what's going on with the rest of you.
Now I just have to be able to do that while I'm hooping on my leg.
Yep. Okay. So we're going to have a go at that, and I'm going to come back to you in a moment, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, but you've got the transfer, so it's just doing the 2 now. That's a nice clean pass. Alright, so you've got it. So play around with that. I'm going to have a look at Becca. Becca, how are we getting on? I'm unmuting you. You okay, Becca? Yep. Okay. Nice, that's it. Perfect. Nice and straight. Yeah, and it's the same, like, even when you, like, pass from your knees to your foot, the first thing you want to do, like, when you're going on from this badger here, it's the same thing. You want to swing your foot out as quick as you can, okay? By swinging it out from the bottom, it takes it nice and straight, and it's the same from that point. You just swing it straight out. So back at it, let's have a look. Good. Okay, make sure it's nice and straight. Yeah, that's good. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, and then just bring your leg back in and take it off before it starts to go. That's it. And you just want to practice just going on and off, on and off. Okay, nice and calm. Okay. Good. That's it. Nice. That's good. Yeah, that's good, Becca. Keep going with that. That's good. Fiona, good. Good. No, it's good. It's good. It's good. Okay, so that's it. We're going to start with a break start. Whoa, there she goes. Love it. Yeah, so big push back when you're pushing it back. You want to give it a big kick start. There we go. Nice. Okay, let's just get rid of the kick start, just for now. And let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at getting it on the foot with the knees, yeah? So I'm going to do the same so everyone can see me. We're all doing the same thing. Nice. Tenacity. Admired. Good. Yeah, you did it. You did the kickstart.
I feel like I'm struggling with my balance.
Yeah?
Like I practice.
Alright. So a good thing for balance is like posture. So like tuck yourself in. So don't try and absorb everything that goes on. Because you want the movement to stay nice and clean. You want to stay isolated to an area. So what we end up doing is we end up like chasing the hoop with our body. And when we do that, it's just all going to go to pop. All right? And you don't want it to. So don't lean back. Don't, just be like cool, calm, centered. Yeah, that's it. Channel that. And just do it in little baby steps. Okay? So I'm going to go over the leg. Okay, so it's here. That is slanted, and that is no good. Okay, it's nice and straight. Push in. Yeah. Okay? I'm calm. I know that this is okay. I haven't got any problems with this, right? So I know it's fine. So I'm going to take the one knee out, one leg out. Out it goes. Up, forward. Okay, cool. Going to start this one. Spinning forward. I'm going to take that leg, my foot out, over, and I'm going to make that contact with the bottom of the hoop at this point, okay? And I'm going to swing it out, nice and strong, pushing in that area that we talked about. Push, 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 back in. Okay, nearly. Let's have a look. So just keep on practicing that bit, and then we're going to add in the arms, okay? But I want us to all be fairly stable, fairly happy about what's going on. Andrea, that looks perfect. Are you holding on to a wall? That's good. That's good. Be proud. Praise where it's due. That's good. That's good. Okay, Jenny, what happened? Let's have a look. So nice and strong on that leg. Nice and strong. Nobody, people start to do all this crazy stuff. Don't. Just push, no. You will stay there. That's it. Okay. And I'm preparing for takeoff. That's good. Get it spinning on that hand. Yep. And make that contact with the bottom. Yes. Nice and straight. Nearly. Okay. Make sure your hoop is straight on your arm. So you're probably like, what are you talking about? That's what I'm talking about. So make sure it's not at a slant when we're putting it on, because if it's already at a slant when we put it on, it's going to be at a slant when it's on it, okay? Makes sense, okay? So make sure it's spinning. Just get that confidence with just having that one leg up and start this one spinning. Cool as a cucumber, yeah? No problemo. Make sure it's nice and straight when we do, not tucked behind us. Nice and straight. That's it. Okay, Fiona's doing the same. Jenny, you don't look straight. There we go. Now it looks straight. Okay, make that contact. Yeah, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Yeah! That's good. This is improvement. Yeah? Okay, so make sure. That's good, that's good. That part of our foot. We're going for this part here. Okay, that was the only thing that requires improvement. Yeah, so it's here. And we're up, and it's on that part of that foot, okay? Pushy, 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 and then we bring it. So just do that again, and even if you just hold it for a little bit and then you take it off, it doesn't matter, okay? It's measurable. Well done. Okay, Fiona, come on, girl. We got this. Nice and straight. You're guilty of the same crime. There we go. Better. Nice. Push, push, push. That's good. Okay? Make sure we're pointing our toes. Okay, so point your toe. You want your foot to be nice and pointy. Pointy foot. Yeah, good. Okay, let's have another go. Yeah. Let's have another go. And you can always lean on the hoop that you're holding whilst you're doing it. Ta-da! Give it a little spin. Yeah. Let's have a look. Oh, nearly. So you're going for that bottom bit. Make sure it's straight. Yes, but it wasn't straight. There we go. Now it's straight. Nearly. Yes. Yes. Yay. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Why don't you look happy? You should look ecstatic. It's good. It's good. Well done. Yeah, nice and straight. Good. Okay, Becca, that one leg. Very good. Nice and strong. Nice and strong. Holding on to the side. Okay, just try and straighten that leg out to the side of you. Yes. Hold it up if you need to. Okay. There's no shame in holding it up. Good. Okay, because you're practicing, you're stretching those muscles. Okay, so if you know, we're not all born with like straight legs or whatever. So just practice holding it, making it straight. Hold onto a wall, whatever you need to get you through. All right. So let's start combining some of the different elements that we have together. Okay. So the easy part is the hands. So let's have a go. We're just doing the hands and the leg bit. Okay. So I'm just going to start here. Dum-ba-dum-ba-dum. Right hand, left hand. Spinny, 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 spinny. Okay, arm is pointed. Both arms are pointed. The hoop in my right is going anti-clockwise. The one above my head is going the same way that the one on my knees is going. Okay. And nice and straight. Okay, so one above my head and the other one at the side. Yeah! And we've got this nice little shape. I don't know what kind of shape it is, but it's a nice shape. Like a domino. Okay, good. And everything's nice and straight. Cool. Alright. That. Good. Okay. Good. 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 All right. Now let's have a look at now taking the one leg out whilst we're doing that. Okay. So I'm going to start down here. Push. There we go. Fabberoonie. Okay. So the one above my head. And just move it over a little bit. There we go. So, one above my head, and the one at the side, and my legs out. Okay. And I'm just doing them nice and straight. That's it. Okay. And I can practice opening up and returning. Okay, so I'm opening up and returning. Open up and return. Okay. A little spot. See what's going on. Okay, blurry. Good, Andrea. Yeah, just want that arm to be a bit straighter, but that's perfect. That's good. Yeah, you got it. Don't worry. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look. Back up. That's it. Nearly. Oh, you got it. Okay. Nice. Push. Nearly. Cool. Okay. That's it. Arm nice and straight above your head. There we go. That's it. You got it, Fiona. That's good as well. That's it. Arms like this. Okay. Good. Really good. Come on, Becca. And one straight, one out. So the one that's opposite to your flying leg is the one that's going to go above your head. Yeah. Okay. Nice kickstart. Okay. Nice. Okay, Jenny, let's have a look. Good. Arm nice and straight. Arms nice and straight. Other arm straight. Straight. Beautiful. Okay, let's get that knee out. Yes. Ah. Let's try again. That's it. Good, Becca, you got there. Good. Nice and straight your arms. Nice, Jenny. Nice, Andrea. That's it. There we go. One leg. Yes, that looks good. Yeah. That's it. Just open up, out, and back, and in. Up, out, and back, and in. Okay. Yeah, so just always up. Open your hip. That's it. There we go. It's good. Okay. So, obviously there's lots of different elements to it. So I'm just going to toss them all together now. So if you want to join me in that, do. If you're not ready yet, then play with the different elements. But this is where you're going to be going with it. So, I'll do it with my 4 gold rings. Okay. So remember, if you're stuck for space, you can always go for like smaller hoops on different parts of your body. Like, you're just practicing. Like, it doesn't matter. Okay, skills are what you want. So, I'm going to hold these ones up here. Okay, and I'm going to drag this baby up to where I want it. And I'm going to kickstart. I'm going to take 1. Wait. And I'm going to look for that gap. Okay, and then I'm going to take my others. And away we go. Okay. And I'm pushing. Okay, stop these. Bring this one in. Take it off. Put them together. And I'm out of it. Alright? Now my living room is at a slant. So I'm a bit slanted here, not getting me at the full. So I'm narrow. Okay, so you can just like make yourself fit in the space that you've got. Alright, so let's have a go at doing that. Yeah? Jenny, you gonna have a go?
Yes, I am. But can you just show how you came out of it again?
Yeah. So this is why I say I want you to practice that elongation of your leg with the hoop and bringing it back. In and out. You can flick it off your foot. You can do lots of crazy stuff. But ceilings say no. So I'm going to go for a nice, safe, controlled exit. Okay. Again. Take a bit of room. There we go. So start it. And I'm going to look. And I'm going to take it out. Okay, it's out there. I'm here. Okay. And what I'm going to do is so I stop these 2. Okay, I bring it close. I've took it off. I pass these together. I pull this one up into an escalator. To that. Yeah? So all you're doing is you're escalating the last one up, because as you pull it out, it will drop to there anyway, okay? And you want to pull these ones out of the way. If they're here, your escalator is going to smack back down, okay? So out of the way, nice and high, and they're up, okay? And they're back in your hands, all right? And it's just a nice way of doing it where it's controlled, so there's no kind of fear of anything flying off. The only flying off moment will be your foot. But if it's nice and controlled, you just send it out, bring it back in, okay? Nice and controlled. And then you can bring those fellas up and you can go into whatever you want and split them and do some like some of these, or bring it into something behind your head. It's totally up to you. Okay, so let's all have a little go at that. Yeah, because like the same with quads. Like when you've got the quads, you can go into you can escalate it up. Okay, so if it's above your head, you can. Oh, that'd be right. You can send it over your head. That's another way. So you make sure your head is out of the way. Sorry. There we go. Head is forward, and you escalate up. Is another way. Okay. But if you're doing the escalation, you want to push your neck out. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Alright? So let's have a little go at all of those little components together. before we conclude. So if you want to go through it with me, it's up to you. If you're like, I'm so done, then that's fine. You've got all the time in the world. And like I always say, like, I didn't wake up being able to do it. Yeah, it takes a lot of effort and practicing. So even like what's happened today, that's really big. Okay, so just keep on trying. You will be fine. I'm just going to start like this. I'll go with the kick up. Yeah. So yeah. So kick, and I'm in. It's not very straight, but it doesn't matter. Okay, and separate my hips. Bring my leg up. Making contact. Making it, and start again. So it's here. And I'm on a one, patoosh. Okay, and I'm going to get out. And it's on my foot. And I'm pushing, pass. And there's a wall. And I'm into my box. Okay, bring it back in. Hook underneath. Pull it off. Pass all three to the opposite side to the leg it's on. Allow the one on my leg to fall into my hand. Pull it out. And ta-da. Yay! Okay. Well done. Any questions before we go? No? Okay, I hope you enjoyed that and you've all done super well. I'm being honest, you've all done really well and yeah, really good. I hope to see you in the next multi-class or in our tricks class and have a good day. Alright? Bye-bye. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.